back to 10X Power Up. My name is Steve. So in today's video, we're going to go over the Blackbeard dry fire device and the Mantis. One of my viewers asked me to go over how to set it up, and I'll show you how to install it. I'll show you how to use the app. Okay, so now we're going to install the device into the rifle. And as always, I always make sure my rifle is clear and free from ammunition, which I've already checked. And I look down the chamber and there's nothing in the chamber. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open the receiver and remove our bolt carrier. So we're going to replace that with the reset device from Blackbeard. And it's just going to slip in here like a regular bolt carrier. And you want to make sure that your hammer is in the down position, because if you don't and you try to close this, obviously your upper receiver is not going to close. So we're just going to push that down, close the upper receiver. We're going to insert our magazine just as we do any other magazine. So I always install it what I call clip forward or backwards. And that's how I set that up to make it run. Now, a little announcement, I'm going to have a Q&A session December 4th on our website, 10X Power Up. I'd appreciate it if, as you do on YouTube, you subscribe by email, and I can let you know the events coming up. It'll be December 4th at 6 p.m. You can submit questions through info@10xpowerup.com, and you can submit a couple pictures as well, so I can look at your positions and then work with you on them if you want to improve something. So I look forward to seeing you at the clubhouse and on the Q&A session. In January, we're going to start one-on-one coaching for an hour session. We're going to put together a program. We'll work on specific problems that you think you may have or issues that you think that I could help you with. So by submitting your pictures, I've already worked with one individual through pictures and email, and it seemed to work out fairly well. So I look forward to seeing you there as well. So after you've installed the Mantis, now we're going to push this start button on top. There's going to be a green light that flashes, and we're going to come over here and we're going to just hit connect. All right, and it's going to connect the system via the app, and you're going to get your main screen that comes up. So after you connect, what's going to happen is you're going to have this open training shot timer Mantis benchmark. That's what I use. So I come into Mantis benchmark, all right, and that's going to come up with start. So if I want to start training, for example, and I hit start, it's going to wait for me to take a shot. So we'll just do that real quick, and you can see how it will record.
71.
See, now that will pick up, it's very sensitive, and it will pick up movement in the rifle, okay? And when I readjusted my buttstock, that's what happened. So if I just get in position here real fast and I just take a shot.
92.
So as I pull the trigger, it's giving me a percentage value, as I explained earlier in another video. After you have 50 shots recorded, we're going to go back and you'll hit your history tab and your shots will record right here, okay? And it's a very good indicator for consistency in what you're doing. Now, how are we going to set this up? So we're going to go to settings, and this is the screen you're going to see. We've chosen rifle, which is over here, but you can also use it for pistol. You choose your caliber. Mine is AR-223 Remington. Now I'm right-handed, so I selected right-handed. Now here it can be a little confusing. We have shot detection mode, live fire, dry fire, and Blackbeard. We're using Blackbeard, so if we touch Blackbeard, and in here you have dry fire, live fire, CO2 if you're using that, and we're going to go to Blackbeard, we can set the time delay. So I have it set for 2 seconds. That will allow you to do follow through and release the trigger. If you have it set too fast, it can record a shot when you release the trigger. So if I want to adjust this, I just increase it as this. So you can see it's up to 4 seconds now. So if I make it too long, it may not record another shot fast enough because it's waiting for that dwell time. So I keep mine set on 2 seconds. So we just hit done. And then we go back. And so when I explained earlier, forward, reverse. So I have it with the clip pointing forward toward the muzzle of the rifle. You can also do it with the charging port facing the muzzle of the rifle. Doesn't matter which one you use You just have to select the one you want it to be. Now, as I said, you can go bottom, top, left, or right if you have a quad rail. Mine's on top, so I select top. That's how I set up this Mantis for myself. That's all the features that I use in here. And it works very well for me. So now, after you finish shooting, you can go to your history tab and it will bring up your shots. Now you can't blow it up like this, like most touch screens. It won't let you do that. And it gives you a record of everything you've done. So this one, for example, was a prone exercise I did. It records all 10 shots. It's a percentage value as I've explained. And then that will plot itself in what I consider to be the 10 or extra. And I'm really looking for consistency when I'm using this device. It's not going to give you an 8 or a 10 or a 9 or an X. It's going to give you the value which you're looking to be as consistent as possible. So this is the two that we just took. This recognized when I extended the buttstock, and that recognized when I pulled the shot. So if I go to the right now, it's going to give you an average score, 81.9. And you see this red here. If I click on it, it will tell you what it thinks I did. Movement in this area could be caused by one of the following: shouldering the rifle, poor follow through, etc. So it gives you an indication of what you may be doing. This is your trigger press and movement, okay? And it gives you charts for that. And this is your shot plot. So if I do this, you can see how it's plotting the shot. The blue is your wobble, the X is the pressure on the trigger. I'm sorry, the yellow is the pressure on the trigger. The X is your impact, and of course the little red that you see here is your let off, all right? So that's how I use this particular device. Now if we go back here and we pick a prone exercise and we come here, you can see the trigger pressure is very, very consistent all the way across. So it's a very good indicator to tell you if you're doing anything incorrect. So if we choose shot 1 and we hit that playback, you can see how tight the wobble is and your let off and your break if we choose shot 2. So you're really using this device for that. You want to get a consistent and repeatable shot process, and it's going to translate into better scores at the range. So that's how I set up and I use the Blackbeard Mantis device. It has really done wonders for me, and I know it'll do the same for you once you get used to it. It's really tightened up my positions and really allows me to practice fundamentals, because if you are really off on your fundamentals, the device is going to tell you. So I hope you found this video helpful and informative as always. I hope to see you on the range. Have a great day.